Did you know that getting a bad hairline tattoo or eyebrow tattoo can be a total disaster? Unlike Botox or lifting that doesn't show on your face, a hairline tattoo is literally a tattoo. You're basically drawing on your face. If it's too dark, you might end up looking like a goofy cartoon character. And as time goes on, the pigment can fade into this weird greenish blue shade that makes it so obvious that you got a tattoo. So yeah, it's definitely one of those things that you want to think really carefully. Lately, I've noticed that as I've gotten older, my hair's got a lot thinner, and when I take the photos, my forehead looks huge. And seriously, with your face, even a 1 millimeter can totally change how you look, right? I never even thought I had a big forehead before. But pregnancy and postpartum hair loss, my hair really started falling off, especially this part. But here's the thing, even just a little bit of makeup shading on the hairline can make my face look so much slimmer, balance out the unevenness. What do you think? Big difference, right? And actually, my sister got a hairline tattoo like 5 years ago, and she's regretting it so much right now because now it's faded into a bluish greenish weird color. So I gathered all her tips plus my own and put them all together in this one video. How to never mess up your hairline tattoo. Before we dive in, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, and get notifications for more videos. First things first, when it comes to choosing a place for your hairline tattoo, the most important thing is not whether if it's a doctor or a beauty salon. What actually matters is the skill and nothing else. Here's a thing that not a lot of people know about Korea. Here, eyebrow tattoos, scalp tattoos, hairline tattoos, and all the semi-permanent are supposed to be done by licensed medical professionals, which are doctors. Otherwise, it's technically illegal. But because these treatments originally started from beauty salons, there are tons of places who still do it illegally. Nowadays, even clinics offer semi-permanent makeup tattoos like lips, eyebrows, hairline, and scalp tattoos. So I went to a clinic first, thinking a doctor would be more trustworthy and more hygiene. Nope, turns out the consultant said in the clinic, it's not the doctor, but the semi-permanent specialist who does the treatment. How do I know if they're good enough? Because I chose that clinic because the doctor had a solid profile on beauty and makeup treatments. And if it's not done by the doctor that I saw, then how can I trust this place? So I just left there. Then, how do you actually find someone with a good skill? Here's the secret. Look for a place that specializes in scalp tattoos for bald heads. Think about it. People without any hair cannot hide a bad job. Every little mistake is super obvious. So if someone is good at tattooing bald heads, their skills are on another level. If they mess up even a little, it looks like a weird ink blobs instead of hair. Here is an example of bad scalp tattoos, and here's the example of a good scalp tattoo. Do you see the difference? That's why the best artists are usually the ones who do scalp tattoos. Makes sense, right? And here's another super important tip. Don't go too dark or too intense all at once. Pigments that stays in your skin for more than 3 years cannot hold that crisp, defined shape. So it ends up spreading out under your skin and become that greenish, bluish, messy stain. It's way better to get it lightly and have it gone after 2 to 3 years and get a whole new one up to match the latest trend. And if you're not in Korea very often, just tell them to make it fade away naturally. Say, I'd rather have it fade out in 2-3 years than turn into this green mess. Trust me, way better than having a permanent smudge on your face. So the place I ended up choosing is right here. And let me just say, no sponsorship, no advertisement. It's paid out of my own pocket. I picked this place because, like I said, scalp micropigmentation, even for people with full-on baldness. They've actually got multiple locations, but I wanted to go to the main branch. Luckily for me, the main branch was in Apgujeong. And what really sealed the deal was that the head director, the one who trains all the branch managers, personally does the procedure. So I felt like I'm definitely in good hands with this place. And let me tell you briefly about the procedure. It's very simple. First, you put on some numbing cream and do the design. Now, don't forget, if there is something you don't like about the design, speak up. Seriously, this is a tattoo. It's not like you can just wash it off. So, even the tiniest detail, you have to like it. Tell them now. Once the design is all good, they mix up the pigment and start working. Price? I actually got quotes from the clinic and a beauty salon, and both said around 400K for my case. This includes 2 retouch sessions, so total of 3 sessions. Pain? Honestly, thanks to the numbing cream, it didn't hurt that much. Just a little prickly, like a tiny scratch. As for aftercare, definitely don't wash your face for 24 hours. Avoid getting wet for at least a day. And for the next few days, you might get some scabbing or itching. Don't pick at it. It will heal naturally and settle into a much softer, more natural look. So, what did you think of today's video? Even the tiniest tweak on your hairline can totally change your face, right? But if it goes wrong, it's so hard to fix. So, please remember all the tips I gave you today. I really hope this video helps anyone who were thinking of getting a hairline tattoo. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every single one. And if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, and get notifications. I'll be back with even more awesome beauty tips. So stay tuned. Catch you in the next one. 안녕!